Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life of Logan TV. And coming through the door, if you have not done so already, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always alerted whenever I drop one of these videos. Also, make sure that you like the video and feel free to comment down below when something resonates with you. We talk about on this channel emotional intelligence and communication. Sorry, y'all, something in my eye. Okay, better now. All right, we talk about this channel effective communication and emotional intelligence, and that's not always really the thing that people look forward to doing, because that's going to inevitably you're going to have to go down a road where you will have to talk about things that someone has done that they hurt you. And you never really know how someone's going to react, but you have to have that time to tell your story and express your pain. I give you a story time, and it was actually something recently that happened this year, a few months ago. But I was going through a dark point in time in my life. I mean, pretty much the first half of 2022, for lack of a better phrase, it was a shit show for me. It was a shit show for me, emotionally, mentally, and mentally especially, but emotionally too, or whatever. It was like I felt like I was being jumped. I felt like I was getting my ass kicked by so many different people where we couldn't even go with the old adage or whatever, hey, you getting jumped or whatever, pick out some person or whatever and you make sure they feel it. It was so many different entities and spirits and everything that was pretty much beating my ass. That was beating my ass during this time. And it was just I couldn't even get my bearings about me. And during this time, I wasn't really telling people what was going on, but people could kind of see, if they knew me, they could kind of see that something was going on. And someone very close to me, they could see that something was going on with me, but I didn't really disclose everything. And around June-ish, sometime in June, I told them, hey, everything that's been going on with me and everything, the things that I'm battling, and I was on the verge. I mean, I'm not gonna front. I was on the verge of suicide and everything. And I remember telling them this and everything because we can't get mad at the people in our lives, when we haven't told them what is going on with us. You haven't told this person what's going on with you, so they're just left up to doing guesswork or whatever. And if you, like me, you don't like for people to guess about your moods, because that's when people guess wrong. People usually will guess that, Steve acting funny, or that's just the way Logan does. He just do stuff like that or whatever. It's just no, I'm going through something. So I took the approach of, I'm not gonna leave anything up to chance. I'm not gonna leave anything up to you trying to figure it out in your head, because chances are you will come up with the wrong idea. Anytime somebody tries to figure out what I'm on, they never really know what I'm on, because trust me, you just don't. But in that time, I remember telling this person, I finally told them everything that was going on with me. Told them about how, I was just struggling, I was on the verge, and I've been feeling like this since January of 2022. And I'll never forget, how they made me feel. Because I had a moment where I just had a straight up breakdown. I was kirking out. I was talking about suicide and everything, and plans for, how I would hope things would go after I'm gone and all of that stuff. And they detached from me. And I felt abandoned in the moment. Because I'm telling you how I feel. The one thing that you said that you wanted me to do, hey, express to me how you feel. I'm doing the right thing. Express to you how I feel. And I'm expressing to you how I feel. And especially, we talk about how we want people to be patient with us. Hey, be patient with me. Give me the space to grow. Give me the space to move. I'm not going to get everything right. Please be patient with me. But are you prepared to be patient with someone else? Because that's what I could have had used in that moment, was them being patient with me. See, we have to stop asking people for things that we cannot provide ourselves. That's why it's important knowing who you are, because you want somebody to be patient with you during your time of need and everything. But then when they have a time of need and they're going through a crisis, you can't be patient with them. A person is at their lowest point, and the best thing you could think of is figuratively kicking them while they're down, because that's what it does when you abandon them. Because they're at their lowest point, and they're telling you they're at their lowest point. So at that point, you take all of the I don't know and all of the confusion out of the scenario. At that point, you are armed with a full equation. So now you can actually do the equation and get the answer, because you have all of the variables figured out. This person has came to you, this person has told you what's going on, and the best response you can do is avoidant attachment style. It's time for you to pull away. And even during that time when I was figuratively just getting beat down, I mean, fist and feet and everything was coming towards me. And I look up to this person who I love and who loves me. And they tell me, nah, can't do it. Like, that felt like I'm looking up to them, like in the midst of like me on the ground, just getting it handed to me. And I'm like reaching up with my hand. And instead of grabbing my hand, they start punching me too. And those punches hurt more than any of the other ones I was taking, because I wasn't expecting it from them. And with that, wrapping up that story, with that, I had to go back and tell them how they made me feel. It was not a very comfortable conversation or whatever. And it was some tears flowing or whatever. I mean, on their end and all of that, but I had to do that. And even after we've had that conversation, and we probably still will have a couple more conversations about it, because I got to get my stuff off. I got to go on ahead and get it out, because that brought about so many different emotions in me. If you think that it's all going to come out in one conversation, sorry to tell you. Because I am in the process of still hurting from that situation, because again, like I said, it was a few months ago. But I'm also in the process of healing. See, you can heal and you can hurt at the same time. It both can be possible, but you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be honest with the person who hurt you. Like, hey, you hurt me, but I'm still here with you because I'm trying to heal from it, because I'm healing from it, but that hurt is still there. That's what effective communication is. You have to communicate when someone has hurt you, and you also have to be able to hear somebody out when you have hurt them. You have to be able to hear somebody out. Because just like people hurt you, you can hurt other people, and you cannot even be aware of it. But you can't be thinking like, oh, they trying to come down on me or anything and stuff like that or whatever, because wouldn't you want to be heard out? I know I would. And like I said, we have to be able to provide the things that we ask for. If I want you to hear me out, then I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to make sure I hear you out. I'm not going to take anything personal. Now, if I feel like you're wrong somewhere or whatever, after you're done having your say, yes, I will go back and we're going to try to, maybe I'm going to tell you my point, and we're going to have a healthy conversation. It's not going to be a bunch of finger pointing and yelling and stuff like that. No, we grown. We adults. What are we doing that for? Someone hurt you, or you've hurt someone, so you need to be able to give them the space to talk about how they hurt you. And on top of that, just being patient with people, because wouldn't you want somebody to be patient with you? Because that was the one thing I felt like it made me kind of look at them in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because you want me to be patient with you or whatever, but here I am on the brink of ending my life, and you can't even be patient with me. So that was definitely a conversation that had to be had, because you can't be around nobody after no stuff like that. That's why the power of the tongue is so important. That's why it's important to watch what you say to people and watch how you treat people, because nonverbal is still a reply. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another video courtesy of Life of Logan TV. Again, please comment down below. Let me know what you enjoyed about this video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure that you like the video. And last but not least, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. As always, y'all, I appreciate you. Hope you have a beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.